Namaste. Welcome. Thank you so much for being here today. My name is Kristyn Rose, and you are joining me here live from beautiful Vancouver Island in British Columbia, Canada. This is home for me. As many of you on my channel and in this community might know, I've been traveling in the pursuit of self-study or svadhyaya, co-facilitating retreats and yoga teacher trainings down in Costa Rica. And I have just landed back here a few days ago, and I just feel so grateful in my heart to be here with all of you and to celebrate this summer solstice full moon rising. If you'd like to stick around until the end of this video, I'd be so excited to offer some announcements as well as invite you to some really beautiful yoga and yoga nidra retreats with me and the School of Living Yoga coming up this year and in 2025. So for today's practice, I'd love to invite you to come to rest in a comfortable seated position. So you might cross the ankles, you might arrive in Sukhasana, easier sweet pose, or maybe looking to find more depth. You can find a hip opener in Padmasana, half lotus or full, or even come into Vajrasana, sitting on top of the knees or the shins. And please feel free to bring in a block, a pillow, a cushion, or anything that might feel supportive for your practice today. I'm so honored to hold this container of sacred space for all of you to reconnect and to guide you in this meditation to really connect to the energy of the summer solstice rising full moon and the celebration of Purnima, the full moon. And so as you find your comfortable seat, just take a moment to arrive here. So sitting up nice and tall, you might roll at the shoulders a couple of times. Just letting go of any of that lingering tension, any of those little cracks and crunches. Then moving in the opposite direction if you are finding movement. You might even roll out the head or the neck, or find a nice big long stretch. Even an audible sigh, a moan, or a groan. Really listening into what the body needs at this time to find more comfort and to settle deeper into the stillness. Eventually coming to rest, finding your center, sitting up nice and tall, so really welcoming in that axial elongation of the spine from the base of the spine to the top of the head, from root to crown chakra. Beginning to close down through the windows of the eyes. Just allowing the eyelids to become heavy, softening the gaze. Of course, you are so welcome to just find a soft gaze, maybe a focal point on the floor in front of you. If you'd like to hold on to a little bit of that connection with the external world. Relaxing the shoulders down and away from the ears. You might bring the palms to rest in the lap. Coming into a little basket, you can rest the left palm on top of the right and just bring the tips of the thumbs to touch. Coming to rest in Buddha's seat. Relax the lower jaw, soften the muscle of the tongue. And making any final little micro adjustments to the physical body so that you could become a little bit more comfortable here. Beginning to soften your awareness down and into the dark canvas behind closed eyes. Bringing awareness, consciousness down to the level of the senses. The sense of sight. The level of the mind, interpreting the world, the external world, through the senses. So you bring awareness to rest in that quiet, dark inner space behind the eyelids. And just welcoming this closing of both eyes to be a gesture of inviting all of your awareness inward. As we then welcome the opening of the third eye, the mind's eye, turning awareness up like a drishti to rest at the mind's eye center, the point between the brows, resting as the witness, resting as your witnessing presence. Simply welcoming in all that is present here, just as it is. The senses wide open to receiving sensations, interpretations of the external world. Feeling the sense of the earth beneath your body, the physical presence of the earth beneath the body. The gentle touch of air on the skin. Maybe the warmth of the sun, or the cool touch of air or a breeze on the skin of the face. Noticing the flow of breath in the nostrils. Any fragrance or aromas. Any lingering tastes in the taste buds. 10,000 taste buds. Notice the ears open and listening. Welcoming in sounds. And coming back to the darkness behind closed eyes. Softening into this mysterious, infinite space. And then begin to notice even the little hints of light. A soft glow of natural light. Or even the glimmer or the flicker of light coming in and dissolving back out. Noticing the light beyond the eyelids. And from this inner space, might you begin to visualize or imagine yourself standing on a warm beach or at the top of a mountain, gazing out upon the horizon. Feeling the openness of your palms and your heart as you're gazing out upon the horizon, where the ocean meets the sky. And begin to notice the peak of the rising sun. This soft hue of golden light that begins to ascend, rising up from beyond the horizon. Notice the change in the colors, the hues of the sky as the sun continues to rise up. And see the light and the energy beginning to stretch across the landscape in front of you or beneath you. Light stretching out in all directions until this light meets the tips of your toes. And as the sun continues to rise, notice this light beginning to touch all of the parts of you from the tips of the toes up to the ankles, from the ankles up to the knees. Feel this rising light, this warmth, this energy from the knees up to the hips and the low belly, up to the solar plexus and the heart. This light shining across the landscape of the chest and the shoulders, from the fingertips up to the shoulders, the sides of the neck and the lower jaw, the whole face illuminated in this beautiful golden light to the crown of the head. Simply just imagine, maybe you can even sense it or feel it, this light of the sun on the brightest day, the summer solstice. The whole body bathed in this beautiful golden light. Feeling all of your cells absorbing this solar energy. A deep sense of healing, transmuting, transforming, and recharging throughout the whole body. As you gaze out upon the horizon, welcoming in the light of the rising sun. Feeling this sunlight, this warmth and this energy throughout. And as the sun continues to rise, allow it to fade back and down and behind you. So you continue to gaze out at the horizon. So you begin to welcome the moonrise. Little cusp of the moon starting to poke her head out from beyond the horizon. And as the sun begins to fade behind you, the darkness across the sky prevails. As the moon begins to rise. The sky grows darker. The stars emerge and the moon rises higher, until she is in her fullness in the sky above you now. Just imagine. Gazing out upon the moon in her fullness and feeling the energy of this moonbeam light shining down and into your heart space. Feeling this light, this energy beaming down and into your heart. Feeling energetically charged, supported, and nourished by the energies of the sun and the moon on this beautiful day, the summer solstice and the full moon rising. And just welcome this deeply nourishing feminine energy of the moon to penetrate into your heart, reminding you that you are whole, that you are abundant, that you have everything that you need. You are loved. Resting here in a place of wholeness, a place of abundance, a place of authenticity. And welcome your awareness to come back to the breath, finding your way to the very tip of the next exhale. Breathing into the count of 1, Om 2, Om 3, Om 4, exhale 4, Om 3, Om 2, Om 1. Inhale 1, Om 2, Om 3, Om 4, exhale 4, Om 3, Om 2, Om 1. Inhale 1, Om 2, Om 3, Om 4, exhale 4, Om 3, Om 2, Om 1. Inhale 1, Om 2, Om 3, Om 4, exhale 4, Om 3, Om 2, Om 1. Inhale to the count of 4. This time you might linger for a moment at the top of the in-breath, suspend the breath, and then exhale to release to an equal count of 4, with the opportunity to linger at the tip of the exhale before the rebirth of the next in-breath. And just a few more rounds at your own pace, finding balance using the technique of samavritti, equal waves. On this beautiful and abundant solar and lunar charged day, may you find peace, balance, and connection within and without. Softly letting go of the count, taking this moment to reflect, to notice how you feel, how you are being. Maybe a moment of gratitude. Reflecting upon this version of you and how far you have come thus far this year. Extending love and gratitude to yourself for being here, for choosing to be here. Bringing hands together, palm to palm at the heart. This practice, this offering, this devotion is a prayer in and of itself. And we close this prayer with a prayer. These teachings, these practices that bring us from the darkness into the light. The Asato mantra. Om Asato ma sadgamaya Tamaso ma jyotirgamaya Mrityorma mritam gamaya. Om Asato ma sadgamaya Tamaso ma jyotirgamaya Mrityorma mritam gamaya. Om Asato ma sadgamaya Tamaso ma jyotirgamaya Mrityorma mritam gamaya. Oh, lead me from falsehood to truth, from darkness to light, from death to immortality. Hands to heart and deep bows of gratitude to all of you here in the community and on my channel. Thank you so much for being here today. Again, my name is Kristyn Rose, and I really hope that you enjoyed this guided meditation to celebrate the summer solstice in the Northern Hemisphere and the full moon rising. With so much love and gratitude, I am just really excited to make this final announcement about our upcoming retreats for this year and next year. In just a couple of weeks, I will be traveling to Bowen Island here on the west coast of British Columbia, to one of the most top-rated retreat centers in all of British Columbia and in Canada, called Nectar. And throughout this yoga and yoga nidra retreat, we will dive into these deeply nourishing and restorative practices to disconnect from the external world and really reconnect to a deeper sense of self and the essence of your true nature. We will also be sharing in the beautiful medicine of cacao that's come from Costa Rica, as well as other Ayurvedic meals and community conversations and sharing circles, and just so much more. I have just 3 spots left in this yoga and yoga nidra immersion retreat, starting July 3rd until the 5th, so coming in again in just a couple of weeks, and I would love to invite you. So please reach out. You can join this women's collective as we join together in circle and in sharing and supporting one another on this journey, walking each other home. If you are interested in joining this retreat with me and the women, please leave a comment down below, or you can email me at kristynroseyoga@gmail.ca. You can also find more information on my website. Also, through the School of Living Yoga, we are so excited to announce that Ali and I will be traveling to Portugal this September. This retreat also just has 3 spots left, so if you are excited about joining us in Portugal, you can find a link in the description below to download the information package. And contact our travel agent, Kathy. She's so excited to support you here. As well, we are also traveling to Chile, to Los Lobos. This is the retreat center of Alberto Velodo and his beloved Marcela, who have invited us to come hold space here. So if you're excited about traveling to Chile and experiencing this beautiful culture and landscape, you can find more information in the link below. Finally, we have our annual Costa Rica retreats starting in January and March of 2025. There are just a couple of spots left. So please, if you are interested, I would reserve your spot now. We will be traveling to Nosara, Costa Rica in January for back-to-back retreats, and then Uvita, so a little bit further south on the west coast, in March. And what a beautiful year to come. I'm so excited. This is the year of creation, creating the life that you desire and the one that you deserve. I'd love to hear from you. Have a beautiful rest of your day. Namaste.